Hello, Phil Jackson here, and today I'm sharing with you 5 strategies that any stylist or therapist can use to help build their own column. Hello, Phil Jackson here from Build Your Salon, bringing you the tools you need to master to build the salon business you deserve. Welcome, and today we're talking about how we can encourage our stylists and therapists to take responsibility for their own clientele, how we can encourage them to build a successful salon business within your salon, how we can get them to take responsibility for their own column. You are not suffering alone. This is something that gets brought to me again and again by salon and spa managers around the world. So what I have for you today is 5 strategies that I want you to make part of your new employee procedures, and so that you can get your stylists and therapists paying for themselves as quickly as possible. So 5 training opportunities so that you can encourage them to take responsibility for building their own success. Strategy number 1 is to be available and visible. Nobody ever built a successful column by sitting in the staff room. They need to be out on the shop floor, visible to existing customers, available for consultations, and available even to answer the phone if they need to. Anything that gives them a little bit of visibility will also increase their propensity to get new customers booked into their column. Of course, visibility these days also includes online visibility. So if a salon owner or manager has started a conversation on the company Facebook page, I expect new staff to be the first ones to contribute in a thoughtful and intelligent way to that online conversation. It's about getting your name out there with your existing clientele and picking up some new customers along the way as well. Strategy number 2 is to promote yourself. So a new stylist or therapist needs to speak to the salon owner or manager and get their own promotion together. Of course, you're expected to participate in the salon-wide promotions, but this is a promotion just for you. It can be as basic as getting a stack of decent quality flyers together with a new customer offer. Then whenever you have more than 1 hour available during your day, you need to be hitting the streets and stuffing letterboxes. It's a very proactive way, if not a very exciting way, of building a clientele. And in my salon, we get about a 1% take up. So if we deliver 1,000 leaflets, I would expect 10 new customers to come from that promotion. The third strategy is to recommend a friend, and I'm not talking about the company-wide recommend a friend scheme that your salon already has in place. I'm talking about a very targeted, very specific way of running recommend a friend that's only really appropriate for new stylists or therapists. Let's imagine we have 2 columns in an appointment page. One is for our new therapist, and the other one is for Betty, who is pretty much fully booked all day, every day. What the new therapist should do is approach Betty and ask her which of her existing customers she thinks would be good for recommend a friend. Then if Betty has a 10 o'clock appointment with a regular customer for, let's say, a spray tan, and the new therapist has an equivalent time slot empty, what we do is call Betty's customer and offer her the opportunity to bring a friend in for nothing. She can either give the service to her friend, who must be a new friend to the salon, of course, or they can split the bill between them, so the existing customer and the new customer both get their service at half price. Of course, it's only fair that Betty gets the whole bill, so I admit that you are actually working for nothing. You're giving away that service. But the opportunity is there for you to impress and hopefully gain a brand new customer. This is something I do for all of my new recruits, and it's something that works like a charm for the first 2 to 3 weeks after they start. Strategy number 4 is to treat your column as your business. That means that first of all, you need a strategy for how you're going to treat new customers. So if you have new customers in your chair, what are you going to do to impress them? How are you going to follow up? Is it going to be a case of giving them a call in 2 or 3 days' time to find out what they thought of your service? Or I've even heard of therapists that have written individually to each new customer. And this needs to come from you, not from the salon. This is how we impress new customers. At the other end of our customer experience, what are you going to do about lost customers? Ask your reception system for a list of people that you haven't seen for 6 to 8 weeks. Give them a call. Find out why they didn't return. Find out if there's anything you can do to get them back into the salon. And use your columns smartly. These little 15-minute breaks here and there might be very nice for you to let off steam, but actually unless they're your allocated breaks, they're doing you no favours. You need to bunch your appointments up to make availability good for new customers to be booking in. And the final strategy, and the one that I think is most powerful, is to carve yourself out a niche. So, for example, in my salon, we have hairdressers who are cutting and colouring hair all day, every day. And I was one of them for a long time. I'm starting to ease off a little bit now and do a bit less on the floor, but I'm still a colour technician in my salon. I have my own clientele who I very much enjoy carrying out colour services on, but I carved myself out a niche. So for a lot of years, other stylists were passing work to me if it was corrective colour, because they knew that I had the depth of knowledge and the understanding and the unflappable attitude that meant I could deal with colour cock-ups, either people that had got their colour wrong at home, or they wanted a massive change and the stylist wasn't confident enough to approach it, or if they'd been to another salon and weren't happy with the results. So I carved myself out a niche, and it was a really good way of getting the other members of the team to pass work to me. You could be the person who's really good at colour correction. You could be the person who's really good at hair extensions. You could be the person who's fantastic at tanning a certain type of skin. You could be the person who's brilliant at remedial massage. Whatever it is, find yourself one thing that you can do better than everybody else in the salon and wait for them to pass the work over. So that's 5 strategies that you can teach your new members of your team. I hope that's been useful to you. If it has, don't forget to subscribe. I put out content like this every Monday, and I would hate you to miss out in future. If you're already subscribed, I'll see you again next week. Take care.